A defense conference, basically where both sides get together to prepare for the main event. It's like the warm-up before the big game, but the stakes are a little higher than football.
Michigan not accessible beyond the things that exist at the time.
You may be seated. Court does call the case of the people versus Nathan Pearson.
Alexander on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dan Guerin on behalf of Nathan McPherson. Step it forward.
Your name?
Nathan McPherson.
All right.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for preliminary examination. At this time, people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss, please.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That is without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do we have any other matters that are short matters? Because I'm about to start it. No. Okay. He's coming out. Where is who is
She should.
where's Mr. Burton Harris?
How many got?
Where, oh, let's see over there. He could probably grow. What? I don't see what I'm saying. All right, court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Blake Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
It's going.
Robert Agasinski, appearing for the prosecution, Your Honor.
And good morning or good afternoon, Judge, to you and your staff. Robert Burton Harris on behalf of Mr. Anthony Hamilton, who is also present in the courtroom.
All right, date and time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
People are ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Well, I think that depends on who you ask. So me and brother counsel have spoken, and it seems that the complainant, who is the subject of the charging document, and also the main complainant in this case, is not here. And brother counsel believes that he can proceed with the testimony of the wife. We disagree on that because
Wife.
the complainant's wife was also present. But this is our position is that this is an assaultive case, and I don't know how the wife would testify about her husband's level of fear or feelings of being assaulted, because in this case the complainant witness was not assaulted. So I don't know how the wife would actually testify to that, but brother counsel can speak to that, I guess.
Certainly, she can testify as to what she saw.
Yes.
That's correct, but I think that if
There's, quite frankly, if there's then a dispute as to what his feelings may have been or anything along those lines, and I'm not saying that the court's ruling that, but that may be an issue of fact for the fact finder, which would have the matter proceed. So, are we ready to go?
We're still ready to go, Your Honor, with what we got.
All right, you can have a seat. Start calling your witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor, they're out sequestered, I think, at this time. So I think I will call 4 during the exam.
Glad he turned that way.
I was told he was inside.
Inside.
A defense conference, basically where both sides get together to prepare for the main event. It's like the warm-up before the big game, but the stakes are a little higher than football.
sorry, they're here.
You're here?
They're here, yeah.
All right.
The officer in charge has another case. It was in a meeting in a conference room, and he's bringing the complainant or the first witness right now.
Witness. All right. From where? All right, who is your first witness?
Yes, this is the first one. Miss Lynn? Thanks. Come right over.
And please come forward and be sworn.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Go ahead and have a seat. State and spell your first and last name for the record.
While you got, you live in Kimberlin, while you got more to live my life.
All right.
Is that loud enough for the court?
Pardon?
Was she loud enough for the court?
Yes, she was.
Thank you. Again, what is your name, ma'am?
You live in Kimberlin.
And Miss Lynn, do you know who Mark West is?
Yes.
How long has he been your husband?
16.
Okay, he was your husband on October the 28th of 2024? What does your husband do for a living?
He is a professor at University of Michigan.
Okay. Now, did you and your husband on the date of October the 28th of 2024 go together to a Kroger parking lot located at 2641 Plymouth in the city of Ann Arbor, Washington County? Do you remember about what time you actually arrived at the parking lot?
It was dinner, so probably around 6 before 7.
Okay. And was it dark at that time or still daytime?
It was dark.
Okay. Did anybody go with you besides you and your husband? Okay. And were you going to the Kroger or one of the other stores in that mall area? Okay. And did you get out of your car and did you park the car and get out of the car? Okay. And what happened after that?
I drove, so I'm in the driver's seat, so I'm looking at my phone, and then I turned and looked over across the parking lot. A car was coming by as my husband was going to cross over, drive to go to Kroger. But the car came really close to him, where I think I may have seen his hand like, whoa.
Objection, speculation if she said she thinks she saw something.
It goes to weight.
That goes to weight, yeah. Go ahead. Overruled.
And then the car came in, and I think that really took my husband off guard. So I saw him come around
Around where?
back towards my car, where this car was pulling in.
Okay. Your husband was walking away, had some interaction with this car, and then he came back to where you were.
Yes.
Then what happened?
I think he was wanting to say something to the
Objection.
gentleman.
I'll sustain that objection.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to have you testify to what he was thinking. If we ever get to him, he can tell us that. Just what you saw. So what happened as he turned around and came back to you, toward your direction?
The car very quickly parked in his face and got out. The gentleman got out.
Okay, the car that had some kind of interaction with your husband?
Yes, was my husband. And the gentleman got out and said something. I saw them speaking to each other. At that time, my husband pulled out his phone and wanted to document something.
Okay, so you saw your husband pulling out his phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gentleman was being very aggressive. His body language was very aggressive towards my husband. At that time, I got out of the car. And then I said to the gentleman, "You almost ran over my husband." The gentleman, because I don't remember exactly what he said. He said something, also took out his phone as if, okay, you're going to film me, I'm going to film you too. Then he took off into Kroger.
He took off into Kroger?
Yes.
Okay, and was that close by, Kroger, to where you were?
Oh, no, because we were kind of maybe 20 cars into the park.
Okay. When you had a conversation with this young man, was it at the back of the car that he had parked?
Yes,
Do you remember what kind of car that was?
it was a light colored like a 4-door,
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
And when you say young man, how about how old or young are we talking about?
I want to say 30 to 40,
Okay. Do you remember what he was wearing?
something dark.
Okay. So you and he and your husband all had an interaction, and then the man went into Kroger.
Ran into Kroger.
What happened then?
And my husband said, he almost ran over me. And at that time, he spat on his face because then I had to get out a Clorox wipe for him to, because he was in his glass and it was like all over his face. So I wanted him to wipe it all off.
So who spat on whose face?
The gentleman did.
Gentleman did what?
That almost ran over my husband.
Spat on your husband's face. Okay. At what point did he do that?
When he was exchanging words with him, and when I saw that some interaction was happening, I got out of the car. So that had already happened.
Okay, so you saw your spittle on your husband's face and you gave him a Clorox to wipe it off.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Then at some point, my husband said, he almost ran me over. And I said, I know, I saw that. And I was helping him, wiping everything off. And stupid me, I had a phone, I should have been videoing everything, but I didn't. Then a gentleman came out of Kroger as we were, and then my husband said, I'm gonna call the police. So he decided to call the police at that time.
Okay. They said the gentleman came out of Kroger. Was that the same gentleman that went into Kroger? And when your husband said he was going to call the police, was that before or after the gentleman appeared coming out of Kroger?
I think the gentleman came out and exchanged more words with my husband, and then he said, I'm gonna call the police right now. I'm calling the police.
Okay.
And then the gentleman said, go ahead, you call the police.
Okay.
And then he got into his car, slammed the door, decided to back out.
Who did that?
The gentleman got over.
Okay. Now, where were you and your husband at the time that he got back into his car and began to back out?
We were on the driver's side of his car because there was not a car parked on the driver's side of his car. And then my husband said, no, you can't. Yes, dumb. He was dumb. He actually went behind the gentleman's car and tried to stop him, thinking that if he stood there, he would not back out.
Okay.
But no, the gentleman put it in reverse and then proceeded to back up quickly. So
Okay.
then he had to jump out of the way.
Okay.
He being your
My
husband.
husband, yes.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then the gentleman in the car that almost ran my husband over decided, I said, honey, you got to move out of the way. He decided to drive and swerve, almost hit my husband.
Now, you said your husband was behind the car
Yes.
and had to back out of the way when the man backed up.
So now we're on the left side of his car,
Okay.
right? So he backs up and then he decides to intentionally making it look like.
Objection as to intentional.
I'll sustain the objection, but you can tell us what you saw.
And what did you see? No, what did you see?
Then my husband had to swerve out of the way and kind of bumped him on his hip.
When the man backed out and began to go forward again, how would you describe the movement of the car? Okay. Okay.
He sped out of the parking lot.
Okay. Now, have you yourself ever seen a video of that incident during the police investigation? Okay. I wonder if I could show you. This I need a few moments to set up, Your Honor. People's proposed exhibit number one.
All right.
My tech is way low.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're going to use this computer. Yes. Okay.
Should have a HDMI cord, you know what that is, that's underneath. That should plug
Barely,
into the
yeah.
computer. Let us know when you're ready, and then we can switch it over so it'll be on the screen.
Let me help you, sir.
Oh, there you are. Thank you. To the rescue.
No, it's okay. Like, there's like 30 people in here. She is the only one kind enough to come up and help. There are 30 people that know. You want me to point at them?
Miss Weidling, can I have,
I did warn your staff that I am going to be slow at this
Miss
point.
Weidling, can I have a copy of this record where the court called me kind, please? Thank you so much.
Motion to strike granted.
Manipulated.
Okay.
Darrell Banks. This is the pivotal case, And now, Detective Ursi is diving right into the heart of it. What led him here, and how did this whole thing unravel?
So, Ms. Lynn, in a few moments, I'm going to have you look at a video. We'll probably be on the screen.
Okay.
And then when the video is done, I'm going to ask you if that video depicts the incident you just described accurately. Okay? And that'll be my last question.
Okay.
Okay, for the record now, we have the video, People's Proposed Exhibit number 1 on the screen.
I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. I think it goes.
So, hey, you had a chance to look at the video so far? And did you look at the far left of the video?
Yes.
Did you see a car?
Yes.
Did you recognize that car?
Yes.
What did you recognize it as?
That's the car that went right for my husband.
Okay, that's the car we're talking about that you claim was involved with your husband.
Yes.
It was on the left of the video as we're looking at the screen.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Dollar General, because every investigation needs a stop at a discount store, right? Who knew this would be a key part of the case? Security footage. It's about to get real.
Is that him? Mm-hmm. So did you see a person running across the screen?
You said a yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And do you know who that was?
Yes, it was John. I think that tried to.
So that was the gentleman you think was involved with
Yeah.
interacting with you and your husband. Okay. Let's go get it.
It just falls back.
Yeah, excellent. And did you see a few minutes ago the gentleman running back again? Was that the same gentleman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can fast forward a little bit.
No.
So, look up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me see.
Now we see a white car with the taillights on. Is that the car that we're talking about? Okay. Did you?
He's in the store, so I'll have to walk back.
He's not in the store.
He is in the store.
Oh, I think so. Okay.
No. He was in the store for a couple minutes.
Okay.
A defense conference, basically where both sides get together to prepare for the main event. It's like the warm-up before the big game, but the stakes are a little higher than football.
Yep.
I didn't see it. Did you see it? Did you see your husband get hit?
Right on the right. Back that up just one moment. See that again.
The incident?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just sent it
Maybe
back.
just did because the white truck pulled down. I see.
So that's the her husband that was just behind the pillar.
Can you get a little closer?
I
I'm trying to see if you can. Is that your husband's voice?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that enough, Your Honor?
Yes.
What happened after that? I guess I have a lot of more questions. What happened after that? After your husband went, what happened after that?
Well, because he's trying to get out of the way of a car that's trying to run him over.
Objection.
So he,
Sustained.
What happened
Vertebrae.
between the two of you then after the car?
he got up, I helped him up. And then we waited for the police to come. And another gentleman came who happened to be a witness.
Okay. Now, he was in the store for a couple of minutes, was he not? So what were you and your husband doing during that time?
He was talking to the police.
Okay. On the phone or in
Yes.
person? Okay. And did he give the police the license plate from the car?
Yes, I believe he took a picture. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
that when he with his camera took a picture of the license
Yes.
plate? Okay. Did he get medical attention after that? Where was he hurt?
Well, he just fell, right? So just very light.
Bruises? you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. He didn't stay overnight at the hospital?
No.
Okay. Now, did there come a time after this incident happened that the police called you down to the police station to see if you could help identify who the young man was? And what did they do when you went down to the police station? What happened there?
Set us separately in different offices and gave us a series of pictures.
Separately, you and your husband were
Yes.
you're separated?
Yes.
And you were told to look at some pictures?
Yes,
Okay. Did you identify any of the pictures?
one.
Did you know whose picture that was?
At that time, I thought it was the person.
Okay. At the time you asked how certain you were, didn't you?
Yeah,
How certain did you say you were at the time?
70%.
70% certain
Yeah.
of the picture that you identified as what? Identify this person as what?
As the person who tried to run my husband over.
Okay. Had you ever seen that person before that date?
No.
Okay. I have no further questions.
All right. Cross-examination.
You want this up here?
No. Let's go. Where were you and your husband coming from when you got to the Kroger?
From dinner. Chinese restaurant across the street.
Across the street? Does that restaurant, do you frequent that restaurant often? Do they sell alcohol?
Yes, they do.
Did you or your husband have any alcohol that night?
No.
You also testified about you hearing your husband say some things on the video. Is that correct?
On the video, which part?
Any part?
When I heard him scream. Yes.
That's not the
Okay.
that's not the only thing that you heard though on the video. Is that fair to say?
Maybe I heard someone talking. I don't know if it's my husband.
You heard the other guy that you described as your words trying to run your husband over, right?
Yeah.
And he was screaming, right?
In my car or in the video?
In the video. In the video that you saw. Well, let's back up. On the night in question, when you were there, you heard the person that you accused of doing all this stuff yelling, correct?
Changing words with my husband, yes.
Well, is it fair to say he was yelling?
I think I said they were exchanging words. I don't know if they were yelling.
You couldn't hear what they were saying at all.
I was in the car.
So you said that you got out the car when you saw the initial confrontation with the guy and your husband, correct?
In the car, yes. The initial, yes.
And at some point you got back in the car?
No.
So you stayed outside the car from that point until the whole thing was over. And while you were outside the car, did you not hear the other person saying, "Get away from my car. Why'd you hit my car?" You didn't hear that?
No. I was busy trying to tell John that he was trying to.
You also said that your husband tried to stop the person from leaving, correct?
Yeah.
How so?
Just by telling him.
He didn't physically try to stop the person from moving the car at all? Are you sure?
You're talking about when he backed up?
At any point?
The only time was when he backed up, was trying to leave the scene.
So the other person comes back to the car, correct? They get in the car. You and your husband are standing right next to the car.
Yeah.
Your husband.
He's calling the police. He's on the phone with police right now. Don't go anywhere.
So he's telling this person not to leave.
Right.
And while he's doing that, he's reaching for his door handle, right? He didn't try to touch your car at all?
No.
That you saw? Well, I'm asking about what you saw.
I didn't see him.
You didn't see him do that, or you didn't see him at all?
I did not see him do that. I was there the whole time.
At this point, when the person is getting back in the car, tell me specifically where you all are standing.
Next to his car on the driver's side.
Both you and your husband are on the same side. So your husband gets behind the car. Did the person driving the car just hit the gas and run your husband over?
He was backing the car up as if there was nobody behind him.
As in quickly?
Yes.
So did your husband have to like jump out the way to move?
Yes, I told him to get out of the way.
As the car was backing up?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I said, honey, you have to get out of the way.
What I'm asking about, are you sure about, is your husband having to jump out the way while the car was backing up?
No, he had to jump out of the way when the car tried to run him over.
So when he's in the back of when the car trying to back up, your husband is blocking him from leaving, correct?
Yes.
So you convince your husband to move, right?
Yes.
And at that point, after he moves out of the way, where does he go in relation to the car that's backed up?
The car is backed up. We are standing on the left front side of the car.
The left,
In the parking space.
the left front side of his car. Are you talking about the person who you?
Passenger side.
So you're not directly in front of the car, but you're on the front passenger side in the front of the car. And that's because your husband is still trying to get him not to leave, correct?
Because he's still on the police at the time. Yes.
So after the car backs up, does the car back up and then straighten at all, or just backs out of the parking spot?
The car is parked like this. He backs up with a little bit more room. We're standing right here, and then when he hits the gas, then he can swerve to hit us.
So he didn't drive forward and then have to turn left to go out of the parking lot. You're saying that the car specifically swerved to the right.
Yes.
Judge, the video you've seen, I can replay that, but it's just zoomed in, so I think you can get a better view if you think you need it.
I don't need it. I mean, I can see that. I will tell you if you think you need to play it for me, but what's clear to me is that there is a pole that is obstructing one of the poles from Kroger. But I can see the left side and also what appear to be part of the area behind, which would seem to me whatever the vehicle or whoever was in the vehicle had more room to pull back and straighten themselves out. I can also see that the vehicle does head to the extent there is a swerve. I don't know that I see a swerve. What I do see, however, is I do see an individual heading down the right side of that lane where there appears to be plenty of room to the left. That is what I see. But if you want me to see something different, then play your video.
Nope, I think that's good enough, Judge. You also say your husband wasn't injured at all, correct?
Besides spit all over his face and falling to the ground, no.
You also said something to the effect of, at the time, I thought it was the person. Do you remember saying that? When we were talking about the identification, when you went to the precinct and identified the person who you thought did this to you and your husband, or at least to your husband, do you recall saying, I thought at the time it was the person? And so you were wrong at that time, correct? So you picked somebody out of the lineup, right? And the police didn't tell you anything else, you just picked a person?
I haven't spoken to anybody until yesterday.
Okay. Nothing further, Judge.
Any redirect?
It's one or two questions. I forgot to ask you the question I said I was going to ask you. So did the video that we watched accurately depict what happened in the parking lot?
Yes.
And second question is, and it's your memory though, that the car swerved slightly to the right to strike your husband. That's all.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Ross, the Kroger lead?
You may call your next witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, waiting, it's my understanding, talking to the defense counsel, he would stipulate to the admission of People's Exhibit number 1 as accurate video for the purpose of the examination.
That's correct, Judge.
All right, Exhibit 1 is admitted. Come forward to be sworn.